자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. NBA 2K20 LA 레이커스 대 오클라호마 시티 썬더 경기 1월 12일 경기 한번 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 오클라호마 시티 홈 경기고요. 바로 경기 들어가 보도록 하겠습니다.
On this episode of NBA 2K TV, we're talking My Team, and there's still time to qualify for the My Team Unlimited tournament. We have tips, strategies, and important updates to help you take on that $250,000 prize. We have our Winter Madness MVPs, and you vote for the top play of winter.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Avery Bradley, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So, do people know what encyclopedias are? But
I can picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So, from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter can we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
Here's the Lakers with the ball. The pass to McGee to the inside. And they double up James. Back to McGee. Lakers working the ball around now. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. A floater. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. LeBron drives in. The layup off target. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
부상이야?
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder. First quarter just over. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Yeah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Schroeder against Bradley. Adams, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
James in the post. Schroeder against Bradley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, he's an effective two-way player, is Avery Bradley, and he's worked very hard. You remember his early years with the Celtics, just continuing to improve to make sure he has a place in this league.
Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
And right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
Now here's LeBron. Defense is right there. Davis against Gallinari. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Davis. Averaging about 27 points a game, 9 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Here's Ferguson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
On the wing, James. LeBron is doubled. 18 feet out. He can't get that one to fall. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point game. They are coming into this having not win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact.
And it's time for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Chris Paul's doing. David.
Hi, Kevin. I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Thunder. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. He'll have to sit the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Nader's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now, here is Gallinari. 23 points for him the last game against Houston. 4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one off the back iron and out.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league is going.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
Here's Caldwell-Pope after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. And they double up Davis. Down low, Kuzma. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there. And that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Right
Ah.
through the knee for the layup.
센터랑 같이
Schroeder's
뛰었는데.
got 7 points in the game.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Cook dishes to Davis. And they double up Davis. Here's Caldwell Pope. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Davis. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cook. Now, here is Muscala. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Beasley passes to Schroeder. Rondo with some nice D.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups. That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Pass to Diallo from past the arc. Rondo with the rebound.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
It's Kuzma
Oh.
penetrating and stolen by Diallo. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Rondo with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Caruso kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Howard. Here's Caruso. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade.
It's been a sort of long.
And you
크리스
see
폴
that a
제가
lot
아까
nowadays. Star
부상으로
players developing friendships and
나가지
GAs
않았나?
spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they
아까
want
팔목
that
꺾인 것
bad
같아가지고.
blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a
Oh,
great
hi.
job, really, of making
잘
the game
뚫었네.
ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All
Oh,
fueled
well.
up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Lakers right now, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Howard. It's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange
안
for Paul George,
들어가네.
they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Now Schroeder following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep. And that one's good. Burton.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Howard can't
아하이.
hit. The Thunder leading by 7. Beasley passes to Schroeder. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
To stop the run, Howard can't hit.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, you know, there are some players who are playing for, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons.
역시 르브론이
Zach
있어야 돼.
Randolph to some degree was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things like Chris
야,
Paul and Mike Conley.
감정 엄청 잘 넣네.
That are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. you got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are two great names, Kevin.
Gallinari against LeBron. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Burton. There's the dish to Gallinari. Passes it to Diallo. Adams trying to free himself up. Diallo no good. Lakers trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Green.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Now, here is Gallinari. He has 5. Adams, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Nice to see LeBron have a straight line drive. Somebody fell asleep there.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's covered by Rondo. From the arc. Gallinari passes to Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nader's checked in, and Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Diallo. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Nader. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. And with Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. So you know he's going to live in the paint.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Gallinari's so hard to guard from the mid-range area because of his quick first step to the hoop, but you can't play too far off him or he'll do just that, burn you with the J.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York.
야, 쟤 너무 안 들어간다.
They're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. Young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard comes in for LeBron. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Danny Green. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with it.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Here's Ferguson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Muscala. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 11. Here's Davis. Now the pass to Howard. Back to Davis. Out to Kuzma from downtown. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since. Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's Ferguson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Pass to Cook. Kuzma outside. And they double up Davis. Here's Cook. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Anthony Davis showing those young AD skills as a point guard.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gallinari surveying the D. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Bradley.
I like Avery Bradley cashing in from there, proving he can get it done around the basket.
It's sent back by Howard. And so it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. And it's Ferguson in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow.
He gets that one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
Bradley kicks to Green. Outside for Davis. Wide open look. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And they double up James. And here's Green outside.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
점수가 점점 더 벌어지면 안 되는데.
Right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Schroeder against Bradley. Now here's Schroeder. T right on him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on JaVale McGee.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive. And he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Bradley.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now Schroeder, 13 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. Lakers trail by 11.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along. He was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Schroeder. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Adams' shot is good.
They're not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Rondo passes to LeBron.
Oh.
Lakers working the ball around now. Shot by Rondo is no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Yes, that goes in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Lakers trail by 14. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Pass to LeBron. Left side, Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Davis.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for James. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Alex Caruso. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Schroeder. That shot off. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Once again, Davis shows off his deceptive quickness on the drive. Easy convert.
The Thunder leading by 10. Schroeder passes to Adams. Diallo kicks to Nader. Inside. Clock is at 3. Here's Diallo. They get it back.
리바운드.
In the rebound differential, one more reason why they're in control.
Lakers trail by 12. Cook dishes to Howard. Passes to Davis. Back to Kuzma. Pulls up. High post. Count it. Good. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you watch Dennis Schroeder, you can see how deadly Brent he can be when he's locked in.
Well, he accepted the role in Oklahoma City about coming off the bench and trying to be a spark plug for Schroeder. It's really about consistency, Kevin.
Molinari, he's checked in for Steven Adams.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning-quick point guard.
To the middle.
아이 중요한 시기에.
Rebound the Lakers.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Kuzma kicks to Howard. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job at the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Cook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And the Thunder making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 50 seconds left to play in the third. The pass to Muscala. Here's Ferguson. Pass to Nader. 6 to shoot. He can't hit that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lakers trail by 11. And it's slammed in by Davis.
There has to be some alteration in the game plan, but I don't think it's enough to shut down AD.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
또 8점 차로 마무리하나? 이번 쿼터도? 왜 안 마고?
For 2. Gallinari's got 4 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay.
And so it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. At the 2 and the 3, it's Bradley and Green. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Cook in at the point.
Bradley plays with a pretty decent force from the 2-guard spot, and that's how he gets calls like this.
Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Bradley. Pass to Gallinari. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's stolen by Muscala. They're running. Here's Baisley. Offensive rebound.
다행이다.
Passes it to Ferguson.
리바운드를 잡아야지.
Gallinari, good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Bradley around the basket knows he's going to face some force, and that time got inside and forced the defense's hand.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Mike Muscala. James checked in for Los Angeles. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Schroeder. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Lakers trail by 14. The drive by James. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Baisley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Feeds it to Gallinari.
His versatility, at least for Gallinari, is something that's so important for coaches to utilize. He's capable of stretching the
아,
floor
이거 역전할
the way
수
he
있으려나?
shoots it.
And he makes both free throws.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. No problems knocking that one down.
You just don't see guys with Gilgeous-Alexander's size and frame all that often. He can be a special player in this league.
Gallinari with the steal. Schroeder, left side. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Poke loose. LeBron kicks to McGee. And Bird writes an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the coach.
And the out-of-bounds violation is going to be reviewed. Coach has issued the coach's challenge to get it analyzed further.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
You've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope comes in for Avery Bradley. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Started by Schroeder. On the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ferguson. A three ball. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his sixth rebound on the night. Here's Green. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Thunder leading by 23. Pass to Schroeder. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Adams wide open. No good on the quick three. Lakers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far, and finished off by Davis.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to. So sign me up for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game. And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. James, that's a two-pointer. Unable to get that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Schroeder against Caldwell Pope. The drive by Schroeder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Schroeder's got 10 points in just the second half. James misses.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Brent, we're talking about home court advantage. Do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Chalk up two there.
완패인데 완패 이거?
You know, Brent, something other major sports do, receding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
Shot clock at 2, and here's Green outside. And again, no good by the Lakers. Oklahoma City leading by 23.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this
아까
one
8점
down in
차에서
the
좀
W
따라잡았어야
column. It'll
되는데.
mark their 23rd of the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Gallinari.
Well, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
16 feet away. Dudley's shot is good.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Burton, the pass to Patton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Caruso. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
헐, 팀 파울 걸렸어.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Daniels. From deep. Misses. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
완패다
They won
완패.
this game going away. They were the better basketball
오늘
team by
되게 안
5
풀리네
tonight.
And you
경기가.
got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and Dick.
자, 이렇게 해서 NBA 2K20 LA 레이커스 대 오클라호마 시티 썬더즈 경기 1월 12일 경기 플레이 해봤고요. 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.